Hi, I'm Rahul, and in this tutorial we will learn about a package called data.table. This package is useful for data manipulation or aggregating the data or getting certain inferences from your dataset. And to install that library, use the install.packages function, and inside that give the data.table in quotation. And I have already installed, so I'm importing that library using the library function. So inside the library function, give the package name data.table and press Ctrl Enter. It will import the data.table package. To see the author's name, you can use the citation function, and inside the citation function, you can give within a quotation data.table, and if you press Ctrl Enter, it will show the citation that it developed by and Matt Dowell and Arun Srinivasan. So to show how this data.table functions, I'm using a uh, dataset hflights, and to get this dataset you have to install a package called hflights. So you can install using the install.packages function. I have already installed, so I'm directly importing that library using the library function. So after that, if you want to see the hflights dataset, you can use the view function with capital V, and inside that view function you can give the dataset names or package name hflights and press Ctrl Enter. It will show all the columns inside the dataset like year, month, month, day of week, and all this column like arrival delay, departure delay, origin, destination, cancel flights, and taxi in, taxi out, etc. So if you want to check the top 6 rows, you can use the head functions, and inside that give this dataset name hflights and press Ctrl Enter. It will show the first 6 rows of all the columns. And if you want to see this column names of this dataset, you can use the column names functions, and inside that gives the hflights dataset name and press Ctrl Enter. It will show all the columns that is available inside the dataset. And if you want to see the class of this dataset, just use the class function and give the dataset name inside the parenthesis, and it will show that it is a data.frame. But when you want to work with data.table package, you have to convert this this dataset to a data table. So to do that, I'm using you have to use that as.data.table function, and inside that give the dataset, and I'm saving this in hflight such again. Okay, so if you press Ctrl Enter, it will convert the hflights dataset into a data.table. So press Ctrl Enter, and if you see now the class of this hflights, you can see it is a data table along with a data.frame. So you can apply the data table functions using this data.table packages, and also this it is act as a data frame. So you can also use the inbuilt R functions such for data manipulation or extractions. So let's select some columns from the data set. So for data.frame way, if you use the ordinary syntax to select certain columns from the data frame, you can use this hflights. Let's say I want to select 1 to 3 rows, and I want to select this columns arrival delay and departure delay. So for ordinary case, for data frame case, you have to give the hflights dataset name, and inside for indexing you have to give this third bracket. First you would specify the rows that 1 to 3 and comma, and inside a vector you have to specify within quotations the column names like arrival delay comma departure delay. If you press Ctrl Enter, it will show the arrival delay and departure delay 1 to 3 rows. Okay, so if you want to do it in data.table way, then you have to give hflights again the row and column separated with comma, row 1 to 3 and column. You can put the list function here, and inside that you have to give the arrival delay and departure delay, and press Ctrl Enter. It will show the same results. You can also use the dot operator here hflights, and inside this third bracket or for indexing, first the rows 1 to 3 comma with dot function. Inside that function give the arrival delay and departure delay, and if you press Ctrl Enter, then it will also show the same arrival delay and departure delay. Next is data filtration. In data filtration, we can select based on conditional certain conditions. We can select certain rows or columns uh, based on our requirement. So let's say we want to select the arrival delay greater than equal to 45, and based on this arrival delay, we want to select the origins of that flight. So for data.frame way, I'm using the head function so that it will show first 6 rows, and inside that hflight, and I'm indexing that hflights dollar, that means I want to select inside the H flight dataset the arrival delay greater than equal to 45. With comma, I want to select based on this condition the origins. So here the origin. If you press Ctrl Enter, then it will show the origins based on these conditions of the arrival delay. And if you want to do it for data.table, you don't have to give this H flights dataset name inside the uh, indexing. So you can directly give the arrival delay greater than equal to 45 with comma origin. And I'm using a head function, so it will print the first 6 rows of the origin. So here is the result, same. Sometimes we have to remove certain or omit certain NA values or no, unavailable values like missing values. So to do that, for data.frame way, use the head function for selecting first the 6 rows, and inside that H flights dataset, and for indexing the third bracket. And here is the not operator. That means we don't want to select is.na if there is na or not. Is.na function will identify whether there is a na values or missing values available, and this not function in front of that will indicate that it won't select that na values. That means it selects the real values. And what we want to select inside the H flights with $sign arrival delay column, and then it will print the arrival delay in inverted comma. If you press Ctrl Enter, then it will show the first 6 rows of the arrival delay. And same for data.table way, if you use the head function, for it will show the first 6 rows, and inside that H flights dataset, then inside for indexing this third bracket, and all rows with comma, we want to select the arrival delay column, so na dot omit, so it will omit all the na values and then print the arrival delay column. Here we left before that comma we left it blank. That means it will select all the rows, and after the comma we are specifying the column by omitting the any values. So if you press Ctrl Enter, it will show the first 6 rows. So here same result. Let's say we want to create a new column inside the data set. To do that, you have, like, we want to identify the total. We want to create a column, say total delay, based on the arrival delay and departure delay. So to do that, H flights data set, and inside and for indexing this third bracket with comma, that select all the rows, and comma, we want to create a new column, say total underscore delay. And with uh, colon equal to, this colon equal to operator in data.table helps in creating this total underscore delay column, and we are specifying that put under this column the arrival delay plus departure delay. So it will create a total delay column based on arrival delay plus departure delay inside the H flight dataset, and I'm saving this in H flights underscore total underscore delay. So if you press Ctrl Enter, it will create a new column, and if you see using the head function this H flights total delay, then it will show like this. And here is the total delay. Here is the arrival delay. So let's say for second row, -9 and 1, -8. So you can see here the total delay is -8. So let's say we want to select based on certain conditions inside the total delay column, total delay data set. So here I'm using the head function so that it will print the uh, uh, first 6 rows, but I'm specifying with comma it should print 5 rows. Okay, so here is the 5, and inside that what it would print, I'm specifying this data set H flights underscore total underscore delay here, and again I'm indexing that it should have a print or show the total underscore delay greater than equal to 80, and comma, that means the total underscore delay it should select the total underscore delay greater than equal to 80 and print all the columns. So comma, after the comma there is it is empty, so it will print all the columns. And if you press Ctrl Enter, then it will show the 5 rows, because in head we have specified with comma that it should print the 5 rows. So 1 2 3 4 5, and total delay greater than equal to 80, so total delay is more than 80 here. So if you want to select if you want to remove that total underscore delay column, that let's say we want to delete certain columns, then you can do using this null, specifying null. And to do that, h flights underscore total underscore delay, this data set, and inside that comma, that select all rows, and in column part total underscore delay, again colon equal to null. So it will make it null, that means it's not available at that case, and remove that as a total underscore delay. If you press Control Enter and again you run this small data set h flights underscore total underscore delay, you can see there is no total delay right now after diverted. So if you want to copy the whole table or data.table into a new variable, you can use the copy function. Here I am copying the h flights underscore total underscore delay to a new variable copied underscore new underscore data. And if you press Control Enter, it will copy. If you see the want to see the class of this new variable or a data set in which we saved this such a data, you can see that that is also a data.table and it's a data.frame. So let's if you want to select say the last row and inside that last row all the columns, then you can use the dot capital N capital N in the row portion in indexing. So to select that, use the h flights data set here, and after that index with this third bracket and this comma. Before that we have to specify the rows, and after that we have to specify the columns. So before the comma we are specifying the rows. That dot n means such a select the select or specify the last index of the row. So it will identify the last index, and based on that it will select last index row comma. Here is nothing, that means it will select all the columns. So press Control Enter. You can see it is the last rows and it specified all the columns. Now coming to the data aggregation, which is the main part of the data.table package. Uh, Data aggregation means selecting based on row and column conditions and make it a group by based on certain features of the column. Here df is the data frame, it works like that. Df is the data frame and indexing is based on I is the row, j is the column, and by is the group by based on which we want to group the data. Let's say we want to calculate the mean arrival delay by month. What is the mean arrival delay of the flights? Okay, so to calculate the mean arrival delay by month in data.table way, h flights is the data set. After that, use the for indexing we are using this third bracket. First we select the rows, it is empty before comma, that means we are selecting all rows with comma, then we are selecting the column. So under the column what we want to select, we want to select the arrival delay, and then want to remove all the na values and then want to calculate the mean. So under mean function I'm using the na.omit function to omit the na values and giving the arrival delay. So it will remove all the na values and again calculate the mean of the column. And then with comma we are using the by function, that is mean it's group by actually. Then we want to group or calculate group by based on the month. So each month it will calculate the mean arrival delay and print for 12 months. If you press Control Enter, then you can see that month 1 to 12 and v1 is the mean arrival delay for each month. So let's say we want to identify what is the mean total delay, plus we want to identify what is the number of unique carrier that is moving from one airport to the other airport by month. So to do that, h flights again for indexing the third bracket, first comma, and before that nothing is mentioned, that means it will select all the rows. Then we are using the dot operator, and inside the dot operator mean underscore delay we are creating a variable or column. Inside that it will list all the mean values equal to mean, inside that na dot omit, so that it will omit any values, and inside that arrival delay plus departure delay, it is the total delay. Then it calculates the mean of the total delay comma. Then unique carrier, for unique carrier I am saving in n underscore unique carrier and using the length function that will calculate the number of instances or number of observations, and inside that unique function that will remove the duplicated values. Maybe same flight is moving from one airport to another airport in a particular day, maybe several times, but we want to select the unique carrier, how many unique carriers are moving. that is not it should not be a duplicated value. It should be a unique value. And under that, from where we want to select that unique value, unique carrier names. Okay, so it will automatically count the length of this unique values with comma by equal to month. We are also requesting the data.table that it should print all this data based on each month, that total mean delay plus total number of unique carrier per month, 1 to 12 month. If you, and we are saving this in this shorted mean delay by month variable, and if you press Control Enter, then it will save under that. And if you again run that variable name, then you will see that for each month the mean total delay and the unique number of carriers that moving from one airport to the other airport. Okay, so sometimes we want to sort the data set that or newly created conditional data set based on data.table in ascending order or descending order based on our requirement. To sort in ascending order, like we have saved in this variable the flight such a total mean delay and number of unique carrier by month, and let's say we want to sort that in ascending order based on the mean delay, that is total mean delay here. So sorted underscore mean underscore delay underscore by underscore month is the data set name or data.table name, and we are indexing based on the order function. That mean at based on what column we want to uh, arrange in ascending order. So inside the order function, based on say mean underscore delay, that is the total delay, based on that we want to print that data set or save inside a new variable called sorted underscore mean underscore delay underscore asc. So if you press Control Enter, it will order it as in a ascending order. And if you see the data set, now you can see this mean underscore delay is in increasing order. And same for descending order, just you have to mention a minus sign here. And if you press Control Enter, save, inside this is a descending variable. And if you print that, now it is in a decreasing order, 25, 22, 21, 17, and 9. Sometimes we want to we have two data sets. Let's say two person get two data sets such from two locations, and you want to merge that data set together for a single analysis of that data set. And to do that, we use the merge functions to show that I'm creating two variables such or data table x and y. In x data table, to create that data table, use the data.table function, and inside that, first I'm giving the a column name color, and inside the vector I'm giving specifying the red, green, and black. With comma, I'm specifying three numbers num equal to 1 to 3. Press Control Enter, it will save inside the x. And next I'm specifying another data.table inside the y, where color is red, green, orange. So here the difference, black and orange. And with comma, another column name size within a vector small, medium, and large. If you press Control Enter, it will save inside the y. And if you print the x, color red, green, black, number 1 to 3, and y, color red, green, orange, size small, medium, large. Let's say we want to join the data set, but based on the various conditions. Let's say we want to join based on the left data set. Left data set means to join we have to specify the function merge, and inside that we have to specify the first data tables that we want to merge. Let's say we want to merge x and y by a common column. The data set should be a common column, should have a common column. Like here the color is the common column, and so by equal to inside quotation color with comma all dot x equal to true. That means we want to say that keep all the x data as it in the data set and then match y. If you find that all things are available in y, then you can add it row wise, and if it is not available, then you should put any value. And all dot x true means keep x as usual, like in x data set red, green, black, 1, 2, 3, and try to find the match inside the y. So left means here the x is in left and y is in right. In that sense, I'm saying that is a left underscore join. So keep this left uh, data set constant and then try to match with y. and if you find all the matches, then print. If you find no matches or some matches, where you won't find any matches, put any values. So if you press Control Enter, you can see that left underscore join, the black, green, red color is available, but in black there is no size available, because if you see here, there is a color in the Y data set, there is no black. So in size there is nothing, so it put NA. Similarly, we can prioritize the right one, like Y, all dot Y equal to true. That means it will held constant, which is the data set of Y, and try to find the match in X. If won't find any match in X, then it will put NA. So it is in right after X. So it is, I'm saying, the right underscore join. If you join that data set and print, you can see that green, orange, red. It is based on the Y data set, and the size are available because it is the part of the Y data set, and number for green 2 is available, red 1 is available, but orange there is no number, so it put NA. So another thing you can do, prioritize both the data set. Like I want to say print all the X data along with add all the Y data, and don't prioritize any of this either. Okay, just prioritize both of them and add together. Like for merge function, it will select X and Y and identify based on the matches, and then it's combined. If won't find like something is not matched in X, then it will put NA, and if something else such not match in Y, it also put NA. If you do that, then you can see that for black the size is not available, NA, but for orange the number is not available, so NA, but it will put all the all the values inside the data set X and Y. So this way you can join the data set such when get from two sources or many sources. So thanks for watching.